Define your meaning of war. To me it's what we do in the Lord. I feel the heat coming off of the blacktop, and it makes me want it more. Because I'm hyped up, out of control. If it's a fight, I'm ready to go. I wouldn't put my money on the other guy. If you know what I know that I know. It's been a long time coming, and the tables turn around. Cause one of us is going, one of us is going down. I'm not running, it's a little different now. Cause one of us is going, one of us is going down.
Alright, UCW, it is your general manager, Sunny Sapphire, together with the one-man band himself, the commentary team from Another Dream. It is at Ultimo Stars, ladies and gentlemen, and it is time for the 6th installment of Different Paths Conflict, and we're going to start off with a big 6-man tag team match at.
We're live on the campus because high school. That is my reason.
Alright, it seems like Ed doesn't really know what to say, but the 6-man tag match is coming up next.
I might not make it through the night.
is different as we cross the line. Every time I'm confronted, I'm unafflicted by my actions. Is the result of a game. Victory at the cost of pain. Like a freight train, you're tied to the tracks. No way to escape, there's no coming back. Your hand, my way, and I haven't got the time today. Best you walk away and let's just fight another day. Nothing personal, I just don't care. Won't bother explaining, it goes nowhere. Just know tomorrow won't come. If I end things today, suffering is the result of a game. Victory at the cost of pain. Like a freight train, and you're tied to the tracks. No way to escape, there's no coming back. Your hand, my way, and I haven't got the time today. Best you walk away and live to fight another day.
You know it takes a lifetime to climb up that ladder, just a minute to fall down. Everybody tried to warn me, boy, you know you better quit messing around. But I never listened. But I never listened. No. Live fast. Die poor. If I heard it once 1,000 times before. You know, living that kind of life's like walking the edge of a knife. You live fast. Die poor. It only took one record to ruin my life. 10 minutes of rock and roll. Music was the only friend I ever had, and it was coming through the radio. I stole my daddy's guitar, and I knew I played it wrong. Everybody tried to turn me aside, but I knew where I belonged. The words that are it's a shameful thing, you've lost your head. A careless man who could wind up dead. You wear your sin like it's some kind of prize. Too many lies, too many lies. Oh, these words are true, and I'll make you believe. Yeah, you fight for air and some just agree. And you wear your card as well, and I will see you riding straight to hell. It's written in the face, in the shadows of my eyes, when the devil comes to call you and breaks your earthly ties. The land will break and the seas will rise. The wind will rage as it burns the sky. All you believe will be thrown in its home on your final day when I let it all. Oh, these words are true, and I'll make you believe. Yeah, your time is done, and now it's time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. On the right side of your screen, you'd have Maartrix Fenix teaming up with Vinnie Jones and Jerome Holland to take on the 3 challengers of Stefan Basehead in the form of Connor Boyd, John Dreamfield, and Aiden Zynda. A list of former world heavyweight champions here in UCW. A formidable team indeed, wouldn't you say?
That's how highly they think of Stephen Bass, that they just, you know, the challengers need to be former world champions that haven't done a lot in the last couple of months. I'm just saying.
Well, one of them has been a former tag team champion for about a month, but
I already.
it is
forgot.
what it is. It is something. It is something. But
It is
I
something.
think looking at them, it is a very complimentary to Stephen Bass. For someone of his stature, who for the longest time was thought of as an afterthought in UCW, who wasn't taken seriously until he beat Justin for the TV title. And he's been running with it. He is the longest running champion in UCW at the moment. Think about that. The longest reigning champion in UCW.
Yeah, the moment that that Stephen Bass joins Legion of Blackguards, Mason, his little group, it just revived his career. He became something else. He changed into what we now know as the Drunken Master. And you would think to yourself, a man that is drunk cannot have success in this life. But it doesn't matter for Stephen Bass, as Marcus Phoenix goes for the pin, body kick out by, well, John Dreamfield. But it doesn't seem to matter, Sonny. It doesn't seem to matter that he's drunk, because he still picks up the victory, and he's still the TV champion.
Yeah, well, that's of course what he does. He is great at being drunk. It is a skill. As clotheslines over the top rope goes Marcus Phoenix by John Dreamfield. And now John Dreamfield is looking to make sure that Marcus might be... Oh no, he tags in Connor Boyd. So I think looking at this is a very formidable six-man tag, because all of these men have enemies with each other.
I mean, this
They've
takes me
fought
back.
each other. They've teamed with one another.
This takes me back to the brutal World Championship feud they had.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus and Connor, yeah, they fought over the world title for 2 months in September and October of 2019, and actually together are the shortest tag team champions in UCW
You would
history.
almost forget it even happened.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, oh yeah, they were tag champs.
It's one of those things where you fucked over talent again. I know.
It's complementary to what I am as a general manager, It's like he thinks of so many great things, and now Connor Boyd, with Marcus on his shoulders, twists him up into the sit-out powerbomb. Incredibly done here. Very nicely achieved here. And now Jerome Holland comes in and flies into the forearm of Connor Boyd, and Jerome is out. Jerome is out, ladies and gentlemen.
He is out like his Sunday
match.
night stick dance with Aiden Zynda.
Well, he says he has to live fast and die poor, which is extremely affirmative of what he just did with Connor, because, good God, he just flew into that forearm and now drops him down with a facebuster. And now Jerome attacks in Vinnie Jones, the silencer of UCW. Of course, having his own trouble with his former tag team partner, Enrico Rogers.
I wouldn't even call that a tag team partner. You cannot trust that man. Yeah, I know. But Vinnie Jones has teamed up with multiple people, and it always ends the same way, doesn't it?
You would think that someone wouldn't try the same thing over and over again, but here we are. He is again teaming up, even though with this time it's my, or in this case it was Calvin's decision to make this match. Of course, Calvin, we hope you are better soon. He is sick at this moment, which why he couldn't be at commentary today. The coronavirus is sweeping the nation, Ed. It's sweeping the nation.
That just means that the dynamic duo is back at it again.
Well, I know that we are great at it. I know we are, but you can't be against another commentator.
I can be against everything I want to be. All right.
All right.
Just like I'm against you. So.
But you're against me for stupid reasons,
No, how are those stupid reasons? You continue fuck over talent. It doesn't matter what they do. You just want your boys to succeed.
And who exactly are my boys?
Well, Connor Boyd was one of your boys, and you fucked
really?
over Dylan Mason to have him,
Listen,
do all that.
It's an incredible move here by Jerome Holland, picking up John Dreamfield into the spinning Samoan drop. And then, John Dreamfield just kips up like nothing happened, jumping knee strike from the former chaotic Heartless, Jerome Holland, who prefers to now live fast and die poor. And now Jerome Holland gets downed with a dropkick from
So
John
how
Dreamfield.
fast can he live?
I don't know.
Well,
I really don't.
How fast can he die poor? Well, no. It has nothing to do with fast. It only have living fast. I don't know what living fast is. Does it mean that he has like a button and he presses forward like 20 times and he just speeds through his life?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you have to ask him how you would interpret this, but yeah. Now Aiden Zynda makes his first enter, I should say, into this
His first
match.
exit? Wow.
His first exit. No, he made a couple of exits into this company, and he's back now against his former tag team partner, who dumps him with a power bomb. Of course, it was last year around this time that we were building up towards Kingdom of Immortality 1. And, a famous match occurred between Zynda and Holland. And are we going to see a repeat of that tonight?
Well, I'm asking the fans to throw the sticks in, but it seems we have a stick-free zone here tonight. Such a shame. Such a shame.
Well, you know what they say, right? Sticks and stones can break my bones, but...
But what?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
That's it, yeah.
All right, yeah.
That's pretty much the reaction to their match last year. Oh!
Yeah, that's true.
And now Aiden's in that froze.
I mean, they have an award.
Out of the ring. You know, they got an award, yeah.
They have a beautiful award, two beautiful awards.
Aiden Zynda just spears off, and now he drops down the referee, and now he forearms Vinnie Jones.
I think he heard us talk about the stick fight.
But I just want to go back a little bit, because a couple of minutes ago, you said something about my boys, and that Connor Boyd was my boy, and that I pulled Dylan Mason that I screwed Dylan Mason. Listen, I didn't do anything.
Oh no, of course not.
Connor
you didn't
Boyd
do anything.
had a contract for winning the Diamond Cup, the first ever Diamond Cup, might I add.
Yeah.
And he had a opportunity at the world title in August.
No.
Which is exactly what he did.
Yeah, that's the tiny letters that you put under there and never mention to anyone.
Yeah, because you need to be unpredictable, Ed.
No, it's just
You need to be unpredictable to survive in this business. This is why you're a better commentator than you are a wrestler, because you're predictable. Everything you do is predictable, which is why you lose every single time.
So it's predictable if I punch you in your mouth right now.
Every single time against Rainbow Wolf. The only way you could defeat Rainbow was by DQ, which is basically him granting you a W. And even 3 days ago, on Power Struggle, you lost against Jack Harvey. What do you want to say?
Why is that, Sonny? Why did I lose to Jack Harvey?
You know, when you make illegal and untruthful allegations against me, or against anybody in the wrestling business,
Yeah.
then you should expect a retaliation. So, I retaliated.
No, it's just you using your power again, and one of your boys, because Jack Harvey's one of your boys, he's just not really that successful.
Well, you can shake his hand now, can you?
I told you, I don't care if this is career suicide. I'm going after you. Like, I could punch you in the mouth right now, but you know, I need someone here as dead weight.
Listen, like I told you before, it is only career suicide when you actually have a career to kill. Once you don't have that, you literally have nothing to lose and nothing to gain from this. Because when you win, or when you eventually win, in quotation marks, because there's really not a match between us or nothing to gain, what did you do? You punched an innocent man.
Innocent?
Who didn't do anything against you.
Every
who didn't
time.
do anything against your family. Who didn't do anything against you personally.
Why are you bringing up my family?
Why am I bringing up your family? Because family is important, Ed.
They have nothing to do with this between you and I.
I know they have nothing to do, which is probably why, Janie's hanging around with other dudes from the locker room. I didn't want to tell you this on air, but I'm just going to tell you.
Didn't you suspend the women's, roster, the division? Just
that the women's division is no longer active doesn't mean that women are frowned upon in the locker room,
Well,
we have Lillian Turner, we have Kuela the Vamp, who's the manager of the CCC Connection. Lillian Turner is that for Icon.
Yeah, that says nothing, both of them.
Oh, you're calling them nothing? Wow, how nice of a commentator you are.
I mean, have you seen them do anything of importance?
It's not the point, is it? The point's that they're here. And
Aiden
Zynda and Marcus Fenix are here, who devastates him with a punching clothesline. Because I don't want to make this an on-air rivalry ad. We need to be professional, as Aiden Zynda just
We need to be professional.
Jerome Holland. Yes.
You've never been professional in your entire life.
I know that is difficult for you.
No, you've never been professional in your entire life. You have interfered in so many matches. You've backstabbed so many people. What if you face me?
Who also knows a lot about backstabbing? That's Vinnie Jones, because he's been backstabbed by every single tag team partner he had. As he gets dropped down with a leg drop, crushing his head into the mat. Now Aiden Zynda throws him into his corner, knocking down the referee, which was, of course, unintentional by Aiden Zynda. And now Aiden Zynda and John Dreamfield with the drop to hold elbow drop combo, of course, members of the former Brotherhood, as John Dreamfield tags in Connor Boyd. And now Vinnie with a big forearm slap right to Connor. But John tags himself in against, of course, one of the Brotherhood members, Vinnie, especially Vinnie, drops him down with the flatline, and John rolls out of the ring, does a backflip for some reason, and now flips into Aiden and hits scissors take over Hurricane Rana style.
I guess it was good distraction.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't really know what it was for, but it paid off, so, you can't really say anything against it. And a couple of forearms now, a striking combination here by Vinnie Jones, the silencer. Of course, there is still a little bit of tension between him and Rico. Rico, again, getting his at the power struggle, of course, by Rico. But, Vinnie, of course, looking for something to settle the score with Rico. Maybe that will happen at Kingdom of Immortality. You never know, Ed. You never know.
You never know. You never know. Just like you never know if you face me in the ring.
Oh, but I know. Because I'm the one who makes the matches. And if I don't want to wrestle, which I don't,
I'm
not going to
wrestle. So
I can wrestle. I've beaten people. Why would you try? I know that it's been a long time for you to actually beat someone.
You've beaten people.
So I probably know more what it feels like.
How did you do that, Sonny? Huh?
By pinning them. Like the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Didn't someone help you? Always had your back, so to say, one of your little hitmen, as Vinnie Jones here. No! Missed
the knee strike got converted. Dodged here by Connor, but Connor immediately got Irish whipped into the enemy corner. Gets the boot up. And now, jawbreaker by Vinnie Jones, very nicely done. And now a loop fast press, and the punches raining down on the face of the no-nonsense knockout artist, Connor Boyd. And now Vinnie jumps up. Oh, what a power with that deadlift from Vinnie Jones, Ed. Incredible. This is how he silenced his critic with the military press.
Like picking up a child. That's how easy it is for Vinnie Jones.
Yeah, incredible resiliency, but a very nice exploder suplex by Connor Boyd here. We haven't seen Jerome Holland in a while. He hasn't been able to get back up to the apron. Only Marcus is there for Vinnie to tag.
I don't know what
Marcus,
exactly
still
happened.
One of the most relentless and most victorious superstars, only having one loss in his entire career, Ed.
Yeah, it's insane, but look at this man. Well, he's not even a man. He's just a beast. He is a full-on beast. And that without drugs, people. You can be a beast without drugs. Just saying.
Suplex blocked now by Vinnie Jones. Now Vinnie Jones kicks to the stomach. Bump handle into the side slam. Very nicely done here by the silencer. Oh, now Zynda kicks him to the face. And Vinnie goes down. He looks a bit stunned. And now the running big boot right to the side of the face.
He seems to be waiting for Vinnie Jones to get back up, but it's not fast enough. So the living fast motto
of Jerome Holland,
isn't really working.
Has not yet rubbed off on his teammates, no. And now Aiden Zynda, he's throwing John, I should say, right onto Vinnie Jones. I know, I'm screwing up a couple of times here tonight.
So many J's.
So many J's. And now a German suplex right to John Dreamfield, who rolls out of the ring using the momentum he gained from Vinnie Jones. And now he's outsmarting Vinnie Jones, and you know this could be a little bit of psychological warfare here.
I mean, that's the first for John Dreamfield to try that.
Yeah, but it could work.
As he hits a nice takedown, and Vinnie was trying to get Marcus Fenix in the ring, but to no avail. And now still in the corner. Still in the corner of the former Will Champion.
Snapmare takedown and Snapmare over, right to the kick to the back. Very nice teamwork. And now Connor Boyd with the sheep to Marcus Fenix. And now there is nobody to tag for Vinnie Jones. Oh, kick, and Vinnie goes out of the way. Back elbow drops him down.
I think someone needs to check on Jerome Holland because he's been down for a long time.
Look at Connor Boyd. He is signaling his opponent. The knee strike into the lariat combo by Connor Boyd. Will it be enough to screw him the victory? Yes, it will be enough. Connor Boyd pins Vinnie Jones after a grueling 6-man tag.
The former world champions did what they do best, and that is win here tonight as... Well, Marcus Fenix looked like a beast, Vinnie Jones looked like a beast, and Jerome Holland is still on the floor. I don't know what happened. Maybe he tweaked his leg or something.
But what you could see in the team of world champions is that they knew what it takes. And Jerome, Vinnie, and of course Marcus, all three of them have different agendas. All three of them have different goals. And Aiden, Connor, and John, for now, had the same goal, to gain momentum towards Kingdom of Immortality. And that is exactly what they did. Congratulations to them all. And now we are going to move on to the second match of the night, Ed, which will be a grudge match between Dave Williams and Mike Hazard, formerly known as Mike Hansen, of course. And that match, Ed, is coming up next.
Come true. I'll make them for you. I'll make dreams come true. I'll make them for you.
20 pounds. Headhunter. Signals action on its way, and it sounds like this arena is more than ready to kick this one off. So it's social media, like, oh, the opening bell hasn't even rung, and yet both superstars are already trending.
Shot that takes you down. Now your dreams are memory. Seems more true from far away. Just like smoke that fades and makes no sound. Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. And I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
Alright, here we go. Match 2 of the night. Grudge match. Dave Williams versus Mike Hazard. Of course, both of us know what these guys went through the summer of 2019. Of course, fighting a war with the Dutch Death Squad. And, you know, they didn't win the war.
Well, no, they didn't fight. What are you saying they fight? This is Mike Hazard, Sonny. This is not that other guy.
Oh, but
That also,
let's not do it like this. Come on.
You know, this is a different Mike. He's well, like I said, it's probably a cannibal. I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen him eat any human meat yet. But yes, in a different life, they were indeed fighting the Dutch Death Squad.
They were fighting the Dutch Death Squad because we all know that Mike Hazard used to be known as Mike Hansen. We both know that. Come on, Ed. It is not like it's
What?
not a secret.
Really? Oh my God, I didn't.
This is news to you,
all.
right?
Yeah, this is such news to me.
Damn.
Totally not being
shit.
sarcastic.
I didn't want to pull the rug for you. Well, this is going to be difficult, but someone has to do it.
Wall for me. It's like,
now, Ed, I hope you're sitting down.
I am.
But God, this is difficult. I'm gonna tell you a couple of secrets, all right?
Okay.
So first, that wasn't one fall, and second, Sander is actually not cool. Yeah, I know.
You don't say.
I know.
You don't say.
Dyrgos, not a dragon.
What?
Yeah, I know. Maartrix, not an angel.
Really?
Yeah. It was difficult for me too when I found out. But once you find out, you respect them more and more for being who they are.
So that means they're all delusional and all have problems inside their head.
No, it's all like who they are on the inside. But they're not actually mythical creatures.
Alright.
Also, Santa Claus doesn't exist.
No. Get out
I
of
know.
here.
No,
Get
I
out of
know
here
that you're
right
trying
now.
to tell your
No.
children that they do exist, but just be honest with them. He doesn't exist.
Oh, so you are honest with your children? Yeah.
Yes,
What
I
you
was
do?
honest with my child, Flora. Yes, my daughter. Yeah.
Right. Sure.
Told her from the beginning. You know, and that's the difficult thing about kids because they have a mind of their own. So she still believes to this day. I told her it wasn't real, but she thought I was joking. So you know, I just left her there. It was like, all
Well,
right,
you
if you
know,
want to believe.
son, you know, at least at everything that we both did, you know, that we both lived through. At least I didn't let my kid get kidnapped by a man named Dark X because I didn't pay attention to my own family.
Shut up.
It's the truth. I know it's a pill hard
No,
to swallow. It's hard to swallow that you didn't care
Listen,
for your
we
family.
were just talking about fairy tales, right? Look at it like this. At least I know what I'm worth. You know? I'm just gonna leave it at that. Never trusted someone I couldn't do. Never trusted someone I couldn't trust. Was never betrayed. Multiple times. So, you know, I have that going for me. Oh, and I also saw my child grow up. I was on the road all the time. Watched her first steps. Watched her first words.
You think I didn't see that?
Well, you know, seeing it through FaceTime is a little bit different now, isn't it? Because your wife, Janie, complains on Facebook all the time that you aren't
No,
home.
she doesn't.
Every time that she posts something on the
Shut the hell
UCW
up,
fan
she
pages.
doesn't.
Shut the hell up, she doesn't. Oh, the truth hurts.
You know that
truth hurts,
she's been talking to me about
Oh, really?
how you are being a goddamn corporate asshole. Yes, an asshole. I know. Ooh, shit. Damn. I can't say that, but I don't care. I never
Oh
fucking
no,
care.
a 7-letter word that we can't say on TV. Luckily, this is YouTube.
But she would like to talk to you as well, Sonny. Because she has some
All right.
things to say.
She can always talk to me. She has my number.
You're not going to like this, Sonny. I'm just saying that. You're not going to like what she has to say.
That's fine. I also don't like what you say most of the time, but I'm dealing with it. Now am I?
I don't like you sitting next to me, but I'm dealing with it. I mean, I have to have a lesser
1.5 meters distance. 1.5 meter distance between us. Have to follow protocol. As now Dave Williams with the Dominator on Mike Hazard, but Mike Hazard pops up with the clothesline, and another clothesline here by Mike Hazard. And of course we know what goes through your mind as a wrestler and as a performer when you challenge someone to a match and someone doesn't want to have that match against you. How would you feel?
Well, if you want that match, you're going to make sure it's going to happen either way. And a nice big knee hit.
Big running knee strike. Dave Williams might be out of it. The 2 and the 3, and Mike Hazard just like that picks up the win here against Dave Williams. Congratulations, Mike Hazard. But we all know that Mike Hazard challenged Adrian back to a match. And what do you think goes through the mind of Mike Hazard right now, as Adrian doesn't want to have a match against him?
I mean, maybe he feels disrespected. He feels, he wants it so bad. And when your challenger doesn't want it at all, it's going to have some, lasting problems, I guess, inside your head, inside your mind, because maybe you're not good enough to be recognized as a challenger, as an opponent.
Well, maybe that is it, but for now, Mike Hazard has won this match. Incredible match, a short match between those two, but enough to settle the score. And it turns out that Mike Hazard should have been the leader of the alliance and not Dave Williams.
I mean, we
already
already
for
had
a long time. Oh, and there is Adrian back. He is on the stage. Look at that. Look at that. And he is wearing the old outfit that Mike Hansen used to wear.
Yeah,
and
because
look at Mike Hansen.
Mike Hansen
look at
was
him.
actually
He's
successful.
Furious.
Mike Hansen
furious.
was
Look
actually
at him.
successful.
That was incredible stuff here.
What
But
a great guy,
that was-
Peck. Great guy. I mean, he's showing when he was still successful.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to be reminded of your past to get to be better in your future. And speaking of the past, the Butcher, Sander the Butcher, will face Galkie Shine as Galkie continues to clean up his past and move along. And that match is coming up next.
would certainly crush those hopes.
Here we go, match 3 of the evening. Zynda the Butcher on your left, Galkie Shine on your right. Still named Galkie Shine, even though he's going back to his Mr. LifeLesson persona.
Yeah, he's not really shining any longer.
No, he really doesn't. And a scoop slam by Zynda the Butcher. And we should give a little history of lesson for the people who weren't around back in 2018 when these guys faced for the first and final time. First and only time they squared off face-to-face, one-on-one on pay-per-view was on the first ever Snowpocalypse back in 2018, December of 2018, Ed. You weren't even a wrestler back then.
I was training to be one.
Yeah, but you weren't officially yet. You hadn't had your first in-ring bout yet.
I know.
All right. I'm just clarifying. These two went to war over the TV title, and Zynda the Butcher actually was the first one to ever pin Galkie. And it's still stinging. It's still stinging, Ed. I mean, you've been pinned how many times? Does it still sting? All right, keep your secrets, Ed. Keep your secrets. But the thing is, if you look at this, Galkie, last month in February, King of the Squared Circle, he went after his past.
He did.
Now he did the same at No Rest for the Wicked with Maartrix.
He did, and we all know.
And now he is at the one where it all started, which is Zynda the Butcher, who beat him for the TV title, which he is one of the longest reigning TV champs. I mean, Stephen Bass is doing great, but he needs a long road to go to catch Galkie with his title reign. It's one of the longest reigns in UCW history.
And it got broken up by this man.
Zynda the Butcher, a former tag team partner of Jake Van Dyke with Order and Justice, who lost that triple threat with the other Zynda. Who lost his match to be the best Zynda in UCW. And a Glasgow kiss headbutt by Galkie. He is just decimating Zynda the Butcher right here. Going for the cover, the 1, the 2, and a kick out by Zynda the Butcher. And you know that a little doubt has to be in the mind of Galkie. Maybe just a little tiny fragment, because he knows this guy can beat him.
Exactly, but the difference is Galkie has been here for a long time. Zynda the Butcher was gone for a long time. Is Galkie now?
Now Galkie, he's going to do something. Tope on Hilo, a Flossbury flop, as they would also call it in the wrestling business, by Galkie. Incredible athleticism for such a big man.
Exactly.
But you know that in the whole career path that Galkie has had here, Ed, he's only been pinned a couple times. Once by Zynda the Butcher. He's been pinned by Dyrgos. He's been pinned by Dylan Mason. And of course he's been pinned by the world champion right now, Azraël. And you know, this is the guy that pinned him first. You know, a lot of people may think that it was Azraël who was the first to beat him. Because Zynda went away. So you would forget that it was him, but it was actually Zynda.
I mean, we all know that
Oh,
Galkie's trying
and
to
the
forget it.
knees.
That's why they're fighting here tonight, to forget
Yeah,
it, to put it
Galkie
behind
was
him.
attacking his pass, but the knees got up at the splash, and now an overhead belly-to-belly suplex, and now Galkie rolls out of the ring, rolls back in, Sander patiently waiting for him.
Yeah, people
Now
forgot
trying to go
about
for the suplex into the Russian leg sweep.
people forgot about Sander the Butcher. While he was a man with so much promise.
Yeah, he did have a lot of problems, but he went away, but he got back and immediately asserted himself, got into the Rumble, confronted Jake, had his first match on pay-per-view back for the UCW United States Championship. So he has not lost one single step. But Galkie, the moment he knew that he was here, he wants his revenge head. That's what he wants. And a 2 count, and Sander kicks out. And that is a level of dedication here in Galkie that he just can't seem to let go of the fact that he got defeated by Sander as he gets a dropkick right to the side of the face.
I mean, it's also a little level of pettiness because you cannot accept a loss. You just can't accept it. It's haunting you. But it
and
is
just
enough.
like that, Galkie puts away Sander the Butcher after a very dominating display here by the Rumble winner. And this is the final stop on the road to Kingdom of Immortality 2, Ed.
I hope whoever wins tonight is going to be ready to face this man, because he has a purpose, a clear purpose, and that is become the next World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, and we know that later on in the main event of Campus Conflict, we will have Azraël defending against Dirty Sven, who is the reigning defending Legends champ. But right here is the one who's going to that main event of the biggest pay-per-view of the year, Kingdom of Immortality. And the question is now for Galkie Shine, going into this second match with Azraël at Kingdom of Immortality, will the outcome be any different than it was last year? And that is what we are going to find out. But for now, congratulations to Galkie Shine for winning his match. And we are going to go on to the UCW X Division, because in that X Division there was a champion, a new champion, after the vacancy
the King of the
over
Road.
a month. The King of the Road, Wesley Walker. And that match is coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Professional Championship.
This is it, guys. The title is up for grabs here.
And this might be the most highly anticipated title defense in recent memory.
And as expected, the champ is looking incredibly confident as he prepares to defend his title here.
That's one thing you never have to worry about when it comes to the champ. The man simply oozes confidence.
Introducing the challenger from Edinburgh.
Alright, we're back for the fourth match of the evening, which will be for the X Division Championship. And of course, we here see the challenger, the Scottish Warrior, Ian. And then we are going to focus on the challenger, the first ever championship in UCW, the X Division champion, Wesley Walker.
Look how happy
the
he
king
is with it.
of the ropes. Yeah, of course he's happy. Of course, this is the first ever championship that he won.
I know.
Of course he's
It
going
was
to be
my
happy.
first ever championship as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and Wesley almost had it as long as you have.
Yeah, 2 weeks. At least I held gold. You never held anything in your life.
No, but well, I hold all the power. If we should ask you, of course.
No. I know you. I know how you are. I know what you do. It's you have the power in your hands. Power hungry son of a bitch.
I've got the whole
With a big
in my
boot.
hands. I've
Oh,
got the
shut
whole
up. Shut up.
in my hands. Put up those hands and wave them in the air. Sonny is real the best. Woo! See all those members in the crowd, they're doing that. Ian with the dragon screw.
No
Of course,
one
we
is
need to give
doing
some
anything.
backlight on this match. Don't be a party pooper. Come on, people hate you enough already. Thing is, last pay-per-view event, No Rest for the Wicked, there was an X Division Chamber match for the vacant championship, and Ian was scheduled to be in that match, Ed. But can you tell what happened? Why Ian wasn't allowed into that match?
Well, he was attacked, wasn't he, Sonny? By who was he attacked, Sonny? Who did it?
Who did that? Who did
so
that? It was the emo of UCW. Out of nowhere,
Yeah.
started attacking Ian. There was no reason for Jiraiya to attack Ian. It could have been somebody else. But Jiraiya proved himself to be very worthy of that match with a moonsault by Wesley Walker. And now Wesley Walker going for the pin on Ian. Kick out at 1. So, what are your thoughts about Ian?
You really want to know? I, for one, don't think he's a warrior. I do believe he's Scottish. I do believe that he is Scottish. I heard him talk, so I believe that. But I don't believe he's a warrior. I don't believe he's a king, because there's only one king in UCW. And who is that, Sonny? If you
And that's Dyrgos.
Okay, I really thought you
Oh,
were
and now
gonna
an
say-
inverted suplex right to the floor from the apron. Incredible stuff here by Ian. Incredible. The Scottish Warrior, as he calls himself, is in control of this matchup. Wesley catching the boot into the arm drag takedown. Very nicely done here. As the referee is counting, he's up to 4. The 4 should be coming very soon.
Does he thinks he's Mel Gibson? Is he gonna yell freedom when he finally wins? Or
Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. We will have to find out as this match progresses. The Irish whip countered, kick to the stomach, and now the king of the ropes into the super kick. Very nicely done here. And of course, Wesley Walker, someone who hasn't done a lot of note in UCW. Him winning the X Division title is the biggest thing in his career, as he throws out Ian. And now he's going to make sure that Ian stays down as the referee is counting. But Wesley, he's feeling the people, feeling the power. And he goes into the suicide dive. And Ian crashes into the barricade, Ed.
He does, and that hurts. I can tell that from experience. And maybe you can as well, Sonny, someday.
Maybe. You never know, right? Even though I'm already great at what I'm doing. I could also be great. And now Ian, looking to walk away, but he catches Wesley Walker off guard. He was trapping Wesley. And now Ian, looking to take control of this match with a dropkick right to the back. Weslly never saw it coming. And now shoulder blocks. These shoulder blocks, the referee.
The referees don't get paid enough.
That.
Oh my God! And
He drops his knee right into the jewels of the referee.
He just broke his jewels.
He broke the jewels right in half. No more children for this referee.
Ian, what the hell are you doing?
I don't know what he's trying to do, but he wants to do something with those steel steps. He brought them into the ring.
Aren't you supposed to do something, as the man in power?
I have referees in the ring who can do that.
They are
instructed to do that.
He got knocked down and then got hit with,
He got knocked down,
his jewels.
but he got up again. You're never gonna get him down. He got knocked down, but he got up again.
Singing.
You're never gonna get him down. That's our referees. They are so great at this. They're never gonna be let down. And now Wesley is taunting to Ian. Ian's trying to sweep the leg. And now Wesley goes out and Ian goes in. Incredible mind control here. And now Ian with the kick to the stomach. And now Ian maybe looking to powerbomb. Powerbombs him right on the edge. But Wesley just pops up and gets chopped down immediately. The King of the Ropes didn't want to be let down by something like that. But God, you're being powerbombed right on the edge of those steel steps. That is just brutal, Ed. That is just brutal. And now he gets powerbombed right on it. And even though we should all think this is a DQ, it isn't a DQ because he didn't use the steps. He just dropped him on the steps. And and the back body drops right to the floor goes Ian. And these two are as evenly matched as you could ever see. And this is one hard-fought first ever championship defense, Ed.
It really is. He's getting the fight out of Ian, who calls himself a warrior, but I'm still not going to call him a warrior. I'm just not going to do that. It's just not going to happen. The King of the Ropes is showing why he is indeed the X Division champion and that he deserved his win and no rest for the wicked. It was not a fluke, but wait a minute.
Yeah, but Ian is looking to make him an X-champion into the J-Driller. The double underhook pile driver. And he goes for the pin. Will this end the reign of the ropes? No, he kicks out at 2.5. And you see Ian's face. He doesn't know what he needs to do to put Wesley Walker away.
That was his biggest move in his arsenal. And it didn't.
Yeah, one of the big moves that someone could have in his arsenal. And now a sling blade. Very nicely done here by Wesley Walker. But now, what does Wesley Walker need to do to put Ian away? Will the sling blade be enough to put him away? Yes, it will be. It will be enough. Wesley Walker retains his championship here after a grueling match.
Well, apparently that was the most vicious sling blade ever. Or Ian just ran out of gas.
Maybe so, and maybe he hit his head a little too hard and got knocked out by Wesley Walker after that sling blade. But nonetheless, he was pinned for the 1, 2, 3. Ian got his rightful opportunity, but lost to Wesley Walker.
And congratulations to the retaining X Division champion, the King of the Ropes, Wesley Walker.
Yeah, and of course, congratulations go out to Wesley Walker. And the question is going to be, what is next for Wesley Walker? Who is going to challenge the X Division champion at Kingdom of Immortality? We'll find out in the upcoming weeks who will be the new #1 contender. And we are going towards Russ the Rainbow versus Rainbow Wolf. And that match is coming up next.
We don't get hype, we stay hype.
You know it, bro. Bro.
Hype, bros. Hype, bros.
forward to seeing these two clash.
Algo en tu cara me fascina, algo en tu cara me da vida.
Será tu sonrisa, será tu sonrisa.
Algo en tu cara me fascina, algo en tu cara me da vida.
Será tu sonrisa, será tu sonrisa.
Pequeña, échate pa' atrás.
Alright, and here we go. And why don't you take the front line on this one? Because I think you have a lot of thoughts about the great Rainbow Man over here.
You got to be kidding me. He's like throwing the rainbow more into the face of all the fans that used to love him, that used to cheer his name. He is the wolf. He is just playing mind games with his former tag team partner, Russ the Rainbow, his first ever tag team partner in the Rainbows. We all know. I don't know. Like maybe he watched too much Dragon Ball Z. Thought he was going to be the great Rainbow Man, so the great Saiyan Man.
Oh wow, the tour of the islands by the great Rainbow Man over here. And I think that the paths of Rainbow and Galkie are a little bit the same, don't you think? And now a German suplex, because both of them are trying to take care of their pasts. And you know, this guy, Russ the Rainbow, of course,
he's erasing every good part in his life. That is what he's doing.
But what do you think that is gearing up to? What's the next thing? If he beats Russ here, what's next? What do you do after this?
What's next? He finally throws away the facade, the colors. No, he will probably be like this forever, just to rub it in the face of myself and Russ and everyone that used to be, you know, friends with him. He's just doing this and he's loving it. He's just laughing while, you know, trying to hurt everyone. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to be done with Rainbow, or other words, the Wolf UCW. You will probably love it. Of course you love it.
I don't really. I liked Rainbow Wolf. I thought he brought something unique to UCW. I mean, he still brings something unique to UCW, but it's not the unique kind of way that makes you feel excited. It's the unique kind of way that's like, this is weird. And it doesn't feel right, you know? I mean, you know, you and him had one of the most storied rivalries in UCW history. Can't deny that. So I won't. And seeing him try to decimate one of the guys that helped him in this business, that brought him to UCW, that teamed up with him, that gave him that power of friendship that he used as Rainbow Wolf, decimate that. That's just it feels wrong to watch. And now he's just dancing with him. This is disrespectful as it could ever be. And now he just kisses him on the forehead, a rainbow kiss into the twisting face buster, but a rope break, greatly seen by the referee, breaks up that pinfall head.
Just end this.
But it seems like Russ, if you looked at the messages that Russ put up on social media the couple of days leading up to this match, he seems to give himself a lot of the blame over the state that Rainbow Wolf and therefore his mental state and how he treats UCW is his fault, because he was the one that left UCW and let Rainbow go out on his own.
I don't think he is at fault at all. I just think he tricked all of us. He tricked all of us into believing he was this caring, loving guy. And in the end, we see his, well, true colors, although it's still pretty bright.
And now clothesline right over the top rope, and Rainbow is keeping the ring all to himself. I think you're right. I think that the blame shouldn't go to Russell, even though I can understand why he feels that he is to blame. He feels that if he just had stayed, this would have never gone on. And now the kick misses, and now he kicks him right into the inner leg. And now what is Russell going to do here? He picks up Rainbow. And he slams him down. Very nicely done. And there's a lot of physical warfare, a lot of psychological warfare between these two as well. Because this doesn't even, this feels like a personal rivalry. This feels like someone needs to settle the score. Because they aren't really trying to decimate one another. They're taking their time.
They are taking their time. This doesn't even have to be in a ring. This can be anywhere. This can be in the house of Wolf, or it can be in the house of Russ, or somewhere on the street. It doesn't matter, because this isn't about winning. This is about breaking the... Oh my god, no!
No, the Rainbow Destroyer! And he goes for the pin, too. And a kick out by Russell. By Russ the Rainbow. Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
Russ is my friend as well, you know. Russ is my friend as well. And I'm worried now for him, because I know what it feels to have the wrath of the wolf against you. Because it's not pretty. It's not a pretty sight. I fell through the Hell in a Cell to two tables.
Rainbow, yeah, I know you did. And now Rainbow is saying that he has zero colors here, and that is very weird for someone with that many colors on his body, and a twisting slingshot cutter. And I think this is what Rainbow meant, because what happened at Outbreak last weekend, what happened at Outbreak this week, I should say, and it wasn't even last week, it was this week. There was a moment where Russell destroyed the moonstone of Rainbow Wolf, and now there aren't any more colors for Rainbow. The stone that holds the colors is destroyed, and that is what Rainbow just signaled to Russ. And now Russ with the sleeper hold. Will the Rainbow go to sleep here in the middle of the ring? And now he sits down with the jawbreaker and breaks free.
I just hope that Russ doesn't get himself too hurt, because after that destroyer, he should have just stopped, you know. And I cannot help this. I cannot go there. I'm not like you, Sonny. I don't interfere.
Super Falcon arrow right back into the ring. Incredible stuff here from Rainbow. But I feel looking at him, he's just taunting Russell, and a clothesline.
He could have ended this. He doesn't want to. But Ross fighting back. Clothesline over the top rope.
Yeah, he clotheslines him over the top rope. And this time, Russ is in control as the referee starts the 10 count. And a couple of chops. Now a chop back by Rainbow. And now Rainbow throws him back into the ring. And again, Rainbow getting a bit of finger splash, but Russ rolls out of the way. And there was nothing to being hit by Rainbow. And now with a chop. And now a double overhand chop. And now another one. Now Irish rips him into the right side corner. Corner splash here. And now and Russ goes down. And look at Rainbow. He's clapping. He's clapping. He's going for it. There he goes. What a match. And what a elbow drop following up with.
This is another one. He's like pandering to the fans, but pretty much just, he's taunting them with the former Rainbow.
The great Rainbow Man here, and it's just coming out, and he's just so different. Oh, there he goes. Incredible, that pop-up punch that you got hit with so much during your last encounter.
Russ
kicks out. Russ is not staying down. He wants to rectify the mistake that he made by leaving UCW and letting this
kill himself by doing it
on the leash. And now the submission here. The submission on Russ. And will that be enough to make him submit? No. Knees right to the upper back area of Rainbow. And Russ fights out. And this match has been going for a long time, and a back suplex following it up with. And what needs to happen to put one of these guys away? Because it seems like neither of them wants to stay down.
Someone just needs to stop this. This is brutal. I know Russ wants to do... I know what he wants, but...
Oh, he goes to the top. Will he maybe do that one move that solidified the Rainbows as a tag team? No, it won't, because Rainbow won't stay down.
Rainbow, he got back up, so he can't go for the moonstomp. He can't go for the moonstomp. Oh, a huge elbow.
Elbow drop right to the back of Russ.
While he was getting back up, and that just gives it extra damage.
And now a flapjack. Yeah, and especially when you don't see it coming, you can't prepare yourself for the sudden impact. And oh, did you see that, Ed? Did you see that?
I saw it.
That Russ was having his hands on the ropes,
but
the referee didn't saw. The referee didn't see it, and Rainbow comes out on top.
Oh,
and
Peter.
in the conga line. The conga line is coming back.
I want to punch Peter again. I threw him off a cell. Wait, what is going on? Why are you attacking the referee? Wait, what is he doing?
I'm not sure. He's setting up the table. And the cameraman has a one camera angle. And he has Russ up, Ed. He has Russ up.
Oh my God.
Power bombs him right through the table. That's incredible stuff here, but we need to go on towards our next match, which will be for the UCW Tag Team Championships. Ed, the champions Icon, D-Money, and Ace Icon will defend their titles against the Angels of UCW, Maartrix and Charlie Angel. What do you think of the challenging team? Very quickly.
I mean, it's a team made for a purpose. Will it be enough? We shall see here tonight.
Yeah, that is indeed something that we are going to see tonight. Because, Ed, that match is coming up next.
Soldier
You think you know me.
On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. A better place in a broken dream, and we'll leave it all behind. On this day, it's so real to me. Everything has come to life. Another chance to chase a dream. Another chance to feel alive.
Introducing the
Some prestigious tag titles on the line right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the entrances are done. There you see the brand new Icon designed tag team championships. The Icon division is apparently what we need to call it now, but the Icon division might be on its last legs as immediately Maartrix comes in with the Spanish Fly on Ace Icon, teaming up with Charlie Angel to take on the Money and of course his tag team partner Ace Icon. Dropkick right to Maartrix. And what do you have to say? Stop touching your microphone and say something.
Well, it seems that the Angels definitely got called this time, as there's an Angel brother next to Maartrix, and that is Charlie Angel. I don't know if it's actually an angel, but let's just consider for this purpose that they are both angels. Although we kind of already talked about them not really angels.
Yeah, but there's a lot of discontent about that. A clothesline over the top rope, and there goes Ace Icon. And Ed, I really want you to stop messing with your microphone. This is very expensive equipment.
I'm not doing anything.
Don't do it. And now he's lying. God, running senton here by Ace Icon. Again, you're doing something with your microphone. I can hear it.
I'm not.
Stop it. So, what do you think about the whole Icon division then? Because you've been in a tag team, so how do you feel about this?
I mean, they're trying to get the tag team division back on track. By calling it the Icon division, I don't know if that is the best bet, but at least they get hate from a lot of people in UCW. And maybe that's how new tag teams will be formed here.
Tag team competition dates all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history.
Well, you know, I guess so, but no, I just was a little bit processing. I was just enjoying this match.
That took you a while to process.
Yeah, it sometimes, but snap suplex following it up into the pin combination. Maartrix kicking out at 1. So this is a team, of course, founded by me. So if this first time team up here by Charlie and Maartrix, if they are able to capture the tag team championship, what does that say about my scouting abilities? Exploding driver, very small package driver, I should say, here by Ace Icon, a move that you don't see very often. So I thought that was pretty great. And now into the sit-out power bomb, and incredible, the last right version of the sit-out power bomb ad. And I know what you want to say. You want to say, yeah, Sonny, you indeed got great scouting abilities. I know, spinning back fist here by Maartrix into the short-armed clothesline. And now Ace Icon makes the desperate tag to D-Money, who immediately gets derailed by Maartrix. See what I did there? I know, I'm great. And now Maartrix here with a power-on position on D-Money. D-Money into the cutter. Incredible ad. Have you ever seen Maartrix do such innovative offense?
Well, yes. Are you new to Maartrix's offense? We've seen him do amazing, incredible stuff. Especially against his brother, Dyrgos, because those were that was just insane. So, oh my God, they're working well together.
Incredible. I know they have been talking a lot backstage ever since I made the announcement last Thursday about them teaming up to face Icon. They've been teaming up. They've been collaborating to get some tag team offense in. This is, of course, what you need in a tag team match, is some good old-fashioned tag team offense.
Wow. Well, thanks, Mr. Know-It-All.
What?
Everybody knows that you need tag team offense for a tag team. What else do you need? Do you maybe need boots to be a wrestler? Oh wait, I don't wear boots anyway.
You're so...
I'm so great.
You're
Thank
so...
You, I'm so great.
Listen,
Thank you, Sven.
Listen, I could say a lot of things about you, which I do, and I did. But I am actually here to make sure the focus is on the talent. Which is what it's all about in UCW.
Since when? The focus is always on you, Sonny.
I know that is how you feel. But that's because the focus is never on you. But you're just not interesting enough. Look at this guy, Icon. They have been here for a cup of coffee. Super kick, and Charlie goes down. Will this be enough for Icon to retain the championships? No, Charlie kicking out. And they have completely rewrite the face of the tag team division, capturing the gold in their first attempt and fending off challengers left and right, to the point that I have to make new tag teams to give them new challengers as a dropkick right to the back of the head. You know. And that could be you. You could also have been successful. But you aren't. And I know it sucks. But you know, you have in life, there's winners and losers. And you're just a loser. And the sunset flip powerbomb right to the floor by Charlie Angel as he got roasted and burned here right next to me. And you know, and a Samoan, a Tiger suplex, I should say. It wasn't a Samoan drop here by Ace Icon. Going for the pin on Charlie, and Maartrix breaking it up at 2.5.
Come on, you wanted to continue, go on.
Yeah, because I'm doing what I pay you for, which is commentating on the match. And now another Spanish fly standing version here. And now a springboard into the moonsault. Incredible stuff here by the Angel of UCW, Maartrix. Who, of course, has been a little bit at odds with the self-proclaimed Messiah of UCW in DTM.
Well, that's just it. He's an angel, yeah. Maartrix is an angel.
Yes.
And of course, he would know the real Messiah if he really was an angel. I mean, he came down from the heavens, God, and blah, 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 religion stuff. And the Messiah is walking amongst UCW. At least that's what DTM claims to be, the Messiah of the mic, the Messiah, whatever. Maartrix is in his eyes, in his own beliefs, a real angel, as Ace Icon goes for the pin, but not even a 1 count. Really needs to do more than put the angel down.
Yeah, hasn't been enough yet. So I think looking at those two, they are the opposites of one another. You know, DTM and Maartrix.
Yeah.
Because if you look at them from a perspective standpoint, you would say that those two have the same agenda, spreading the good word of Christianity, right?
Yes.
That's what the whole Messiah name is about. That's where it got its origins. And DTM has explicitly told us that he isn't the Messiah as in the Christianity Messiah. But still, it irks Maartrix that someone is taking the name of Messiah and just making it his own and just making mockery or making light of the term.
The name in vain, and exactly the term is kind of being made fun of. At least that's how an angel would see it. And that is how Maartrix sees it.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think so. I have to say that I really do think that is what it's all about for Maartrix. And, you know, Maartrix and Wesley took on DTM and Ian in an attack match this week on Power Circle only a couple of days ago. And Maartrix was actually able to get the win in that match together with Wesley. So, you know, it's nice. It was nice. And now Charlie tagging himself in. And is this a good idea if you're not really a polished tag team to tag one another in? Because it can be, it could send the wrong message, right?
Yeah, it could send the wrong message. Now, if you've been tagging for months, you know each other, and you know you will just... Oh, and there Maartrix breaks up the submission. But you know each other true and true. These guys just tagged. Well, because you thought it was a good idea for them to be in a tag team, because they both share angels. Right? That's your scouting ability? Yeah, exactly. So, what's next? You're going to put someone that has awesome in his name and cool, maybe?
Maybe so. You never know what's going to happen in UCW. The pin was broken up by Maartrix yet again. So Maartrix has come to the aid of Charlie Angel a couple of times now during this match. And I think that there's a little bit of a mentor-student type of capability, because Charlie hasn't been in UCW long enough. He has been for a couple of weeks now, and he hasn't really done anything. So this is the first ever match that Charlie has had on pay-per-view, and you know, that's special.
Gold.
It is for a championship, but look at them running. Look at all the excess energy they still have. I mean, I would preserve it if I were them, but you haven't had the match won yet, right?
Well, he needs to show what he's all about. This is way too far. You cannot hit that. That is too far.
I think they're just taunting.
Oh,
I think Johnny doesn't want to jump.
I thought he really wanted to jump.
I think he's going to jump now, or maybe.
Look at
D-Money. D-Money is struggling. Charlie, is he going to do it? He's pointing at him. No, he's not going to do it. And now, D-Money,
Alright.
Charlie's jumped off. Now D-Money is they switched. They switched double axe handle. Charlie moves out of the way. And Zaguri doesn't hit anyone. I know someone is drunk here in this match, and there's only one guy who can be drunk in the ring legally. And now an abdominal stretch here by D-Money. And Maartrix breaks it up by doing a drop kick right to the back.
It's weird that we have someone in UCW that can be drunk legally in the match.
It is weird, but it gets results.
It
So
gets
how can I
results.
fault?
Yeah, fair enough.
I really can't say anything about that. Couple
Exactly.
back elbows here by Charlie. And now Charlie. Irish whips D-Money into the corner. Catches him with the forearm. And now he is going to step away a little bit. You see Ace Icon reaching out his hand. And D-Money makes the tag to Ace Icon. And I don't think Charlie noticed it against the spear. Immediately the spear. And Charlie getting way too cocky. The 1, the 2, and the 3. And Maartrix just wasn't able to catch him. And that
It
means...
looks like he tried to have some, some sort of bond with Charlie Angel. He's gonna kick out, but he was down.
But you saw the inability of Charlie. You saw the rookie mistake that he made. He turned his back. The tag was made. He didn't notice. In comes Ace Icon. Hits him with one of the brutal spears that I've ever seen. And 1, 2, 3. And that is it. Icon retain. Incredible title defense. Incredible stuff here by Icon. Congratulations to the champs.
The Icon Tag Team Championships are in full effect here tonight.
Yeah, they are in full effect. Indeed, they are. And we go backstage. Maartrix looking backstage, but DTM is right up in his face. And what's going to happen here? Oh, the strike exchanges by Maartrix and DTM here, Ed. And look at that. Look at in the far eyes. You can see someone doing an interview for an online platform. I really can't decipher who it is. And now Maartrix with the clothesline right to DTM. And now Maartrix looking for the high altitude, but not really something you want to do backstage. And now DTM puts him up, and Maartrix just had one of a brutal match and a powerbomb right on the floor, Ed.
This is a powerful message by DTM.
The Messiah is putting out the message to the Angel, and now with the chair right to the gut. And now, Maartrix is able to fight off the chair. And incredible that Maartrix still has that much energy left in him.
It really is.
But you can see DTM.
He wasn't the one that got
DTM
hit by
leading
spear.
him.
He is leading him
DTM
somewhere.
leading him. And now he comes in with the face right to the knee.
Maartrix
and we are switching these camera angles up a lot to get you all of this action, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm sorry if you're having some negative reactions to this. And now Maartrix with the chair, and Maartrix, DTM rolls out of the way. And now DTM fights off the chair from Maartrix this time. And now a clap, right, a couple of forearms right to the back. And now the short arm into the Northern Lights suplex right on the floor. And he continues, he rolls on. Incredible here by DTM into the twisting suplex. Very nicely done here. And DTM not happy with the Angel beating him on power struggle. And what is Maartrix now going to do? Or what is going to happen to Maartrix?
Well, no!
And a powerbomb right through the table. And the Angel is out. The Angel is out here by DTM. But we are going to go on to our next match. And that's going to be a grudge match as well, as
it is. It's going to be James Black against the one stepping up for Legion of Blackguard, Dyrgos, as Mason isn't really in his right mind. At least it seems to be. He never was, but it seems to be worse than it ever was. That I've seen, at least. Jesus. And we're going to see that.
That is what it comes down to. James Black versus Dyrgos, and that match is coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for
We are legion, for we are many.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to get this match started. And I can tell you that the Chicago crowd has been itching to see this one all day.
All right, here we go. We are a little bit late to the party, but James Black versus Dyrgos has already begun. What an incredible knee strike by Dyrgos. James Black might be out, and he kicks out at 1, as you see Dylan Mason looking on. And it has been a while since we've seen Dylan Mason actually in the corner of somebody, supporting someone. How does this feel? Because, I mean, this is a little bit weird to see, because Dylan Mason is usually such a leader.
He is not in control. I know, like, Mason is the man. Oh, my God. And already a face-off between the two men.
James Black now in the face of Dylan Mason, and you know that James Black versus Dylan Mason is going to happen. And the question is, when is it going to happen? Not if.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, Mason is not in control. I've never seen a Mason that is completely out of control. He lost his eye, apparently. At least that's what he claims.
No, very nice military press slam.
And again,
immediately Black. Oh, and Mason throws Black back into the ring, Ed.
He does indeed. But yeah, Dyrgos is stepping up. It's stepping up for the fallen leader. They are afraid that, well, this just keeps happening. They are afraid that Mason is falling, and because of that, well...
Oh, super kick into the straightjacket German combination here.
Because of that, Legion of Blackguard will fall. That's how they feel, because... a group needs a strong leader, and Mason always was that strong leader, but now, well, his strength isn't exactly leading. It is, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he has strength at the moment. suffering, I guess, yes. But the
His
hands of
leadership
James Black.
is cracking under the pressure that is James Black, and James Black is just continuing to get into the face of Dylan Mason, and you can see his focus. His focus isn't on Dyrgos. He put
his
Dyrgos
face
down,
is
and the
on-
first thing he does is get back into the face of Dylan Mason. That is just how deeply personal this rivalry has been, and it has spanned multiple promotions. It's been inside Street Up, and now it's carried over into UCW. And now James Black is just he's oh no, what is happening now? Couple of back elbows, another one here by James Black, third one over the top rope, over the head I should say, and now an elbow, another back elbow, and James Black is just a little bit toying with Dyrgos, but that's not what you do with the first ever kick in the ring, super kick, because Dyrgos will let you know why
Look at
you should
that!
fear
The
him.
psychotic by Dyrgos.
Dyrgos has learned from the best, I should say, spinning back fist into the short arm clothesline, turning James Black inside out. And now this match is going up to another gear, Ed.
It really is, and it has to. Dyrgos wants to prove a point. He wants to show the leader that James Black can be hurt. And James Black, I mean, just last week, he threw Mason through a car window. Forcefully so. Now, a couple of big moves. James Black with a huge clothesline. And again.
And just like that, Dyrgos takes back Dyrgos losing control, just like his. And now Dylan Mason again, he doesn't want anything to do with James Black. He wants James Black to focus on this match. And in start, of course, Dyrgos punching out the lights with another super kick. And now Dyrgos is trying his best to get James Black down, but it is not a task for the weak-minded, because it is a very, very difficult task to do, Ed.
It really is, as you see Mason just cheering him on, or I don't know, cheering something on. But James Black's not a man that you can stop that easily. He, of course, got a UCW and no rest for the wicked at your hands, of course, Sonny, at your hands. A big superplex.
So what do you want to say with that? Because I feel a little bit of ill will.
Well, it seems like last year Mason was eliminated by a man not in the match. This year he's eliminated by a man, well, that has a real past with him, but as a surprise guest, because he has a mask on. It seems like you're doing this on purpose to hurt Mason. Now, I am not a friend of Mason. Don't get me wrong.
You're under the assumption that I knew this was going to be James Black.
You knew that,
So
because
let
you
me
even
tell-
said that at No Rest for the Wicked. Now you're lying.
Yeah, I knew eventually.
Sure.
When I signed the contract.
You
of
just
Mr. Black,
signed a masked man. You just
no,
signed.
no. That's not how this went. James Black is a notorious businessman. He knows what he is worth. So let me tell you how this went. As Dyrgos goes to the top rope, drops the elbow. As there are a lot of Harley Davidsons riding across the arena here. Thing is, James Black doesn't come to you. He sends
someone.
Oh, incredible
Blackout.
facebuster. The blackout, as you should call it. Very nice move, and then kick out by Dyrgos. Dyrgos kicking out of the blackout. And that is what happened. James Black sent one of his associates, the one that does all the business for him, to me with a deal. They didn't tell me who they were working for. The only thing they said, and now, Dyrgos, from the powerbomb position into the shoulders and dropped right onto the top rope. And they told me they had someone for me. A big name in wrestling. I looked at the credentials. And I was like, holy crap. This is great. I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to do something different. Creating a 7-man chamber would absolutely do that. Now later, a couple hours before the match, now Dylan Mason now, right into the face
And Black just waved him off.
That's just. But you know, a couple of hours before the match, I found out that it was James Black when he entered the arena. When he gave me back the contract signed and all. So no, first glance, I didn't know I signed James Black. Second glance, I made the perfect decision. Because this is one of the biggest names in wrestling. In EFED in general, Ed. And you know it. Signing him is one of the biggest accomplishments that I have had as a general manager and as the matchmaker of UCW. So yeah, I'm content with this. With a powerbomb right on the outside. And will Dyrgos be able to get back? And again, James Black is looking at Mason. And Mason is not even looking at Black. He's looking at Dyrgos. You see the head is tilted to the left, which usually means a great promo is coming. But things like that are what separate Mason and Black, because Black wants to get in the face of Mason, but Mason, I feel like, doesn't want to get in the face of Black.
It is,
and now Dyrgos just wrestling him down and raining down the punches. Don't you think so, Ed? What do you want to say?
It is the complete opposite of what happened 2 years ago. Mason went to the place where James Black was on top of the world heavyweight champion, and he challenged Black. He needed that match more than anything. And now it seems like the complete opposite is happening as his past is back to haunt him. Dyrgos goes for a quick pin, but a kick out with James Black. His past is back. And is already destroying Dylan Mace.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. And now the electric chair dropping down Dyrgos. And Dyrgos is putting up a great fight here, Ed. You can't deny the heart and soul of the dragon, of the king of UCW.
He wants his leader back, so he's showing what he can do.
Yeah, he is very dedicated to the cause of Legion of Blackguard. That is something that Dyrgos has dedicated himself to. And it is... If the Legion goes on, it could possibly outlive the Resistance. It could possibly have a bigger legacy than the Resistance has. But therefore, you need a strong leader. You need a unity. And James Black is trying to make that all disappear. And now the running knee strike into the corner. Very nicely done here. And now Dyrgos trying to go for something. James Black kicks him in the stomach. Now overhead, belly to belly.
James Black really has been showing his power, but yeah, the focus on Mason is apparent. Everybody's seen it by now, and just as I'm talking about it,
just as you're saying it,
he's pushing him aside.
Black is just. Is dominating Mason physically and mentally at this point. And our clothesline taking out Dyrgos.
We've never seen that happen before. No one has been this far inside the mind of Dylan Mace that he's no longer in control.
Yeah, well, that's a very apparent, and it also a little bit. I mean, we have seen people defeating Mason, getting in the head of Mason, but. God, nobody's done it like James Black, dude. It's incredible. It's really incredible to see someone that's so high come so low as he gets hit with the Dominator on Dyrgos. And a rope break, very nicely seen, by our senior referee here. And now Black. Again, the blackout! The blackout being hit by James Black, and the second time will be enough. No, Ed. Dyrgos still kicking out.
This is insane. The Dragon is showing exactly who he is with his new.
Well, this is why he became the Dragon in the first place. This is why he is the King of the Ring.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Now spinning back fist into the short arm clothesline, turning him inside out on the floor. And Mason is looking on from a distance. And a punch by Dyrgos, or a Dyrgos by Black on Dyrgos, I should say. Now Dyrgos being thrown back in by James Black. And now Black into the cross arm breaker. A submission here on the Dragon. Will it be enough to make him submit? Will the Dragon submit to Black? Will it be enough? No, Dyrgos.
No.
Dyrgos is fighting out of the submission. He has shifted his weight into the right direction, making sure that he could fight out the clothesline over the top rope. And there goes Black. And now Dyrgos sliding to the floor. And now Dyrgos is standing over Black, who's on the floor.
A little bit
Black
fun with the
pumping
crowd.
himself up. Yeah.
I mean, like James Black said, he never had a crowd cheer his name just for destroying Mason. But that is what happens in UCW, because Mason is not the most liked.
The referee has
ever.
just been taken out by Black. Now suplex blocked and a shoulder tackle. And now again Black going to Mason, but now Mason again throwing him back in. Oh, and now technically Black is now pinning Dyrgos.
Technically he won.
The referee should have pinned him right then and there, and Black would have won the match.
By a really unconventional
One of the strangest
way.
finishes in UCW history, but it would have been a finish.
But the referee didn't see it. Apparently he's not really paying attention.
And now a
Big
splash
splash.
right for the top rope. Will it be enough? The 2 and the no, again a kick out. I thought that was going to be free Ed, but again another kick out.
Yeah, another kick out. The Dragon doesn't quit. It's another black
And now
out
the
here.
third blackout. And again, but this time a rope break. The second rope break in this match Ed.
Yeah, the Dragon knows his way around the ring.
Yeah, but this is becoming insane, because how long can you continue? How long can you keep this up?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of mythical powers the Dragon has.
I don't know that either, but what I do know is that Dyrgos is putting Black into position, going for the cover here. 2 counts and a kick out by 2, and
It's
Dyrgos.
standing right back up.
Yeah, Black is not showing any signs of weakness, any signs of staying down. And to his credit, Dyrgos is also not doing that, but he is taking way more punishment. Air clap here by Black, couple of back elbows, pushing Dyrgos into the corner. And now Black with the snake eyes. Looks going for German, standing switch into the Dragon, full Salson side slam, but Black just rolls out of the ring. What is this guy doing? What is this man? Oh, and now striking combination as he was celebrating, hits him with the payday kick. It's very nicely done, but Dyrgos is just sitting down right in front of Black. There's a lot of fatigue there, but also a little bit of the mind games. Dyrgos trying to play mind games here with James Black.
Trying to play the mind games his leader usually plays. It almost looks like he's taking the mantle of leadership upon himself.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like that. Yeah, I have to agree with that. And now Black standing right in the aura, I should say, of Dylan Mason. As the referee is at 8, but Black wants that solid victory inside the ring. Throws Dyrgos back in. And now the question, Dyrgos sleeps the leg. Very innovative maneuver here by the Dragon. And
We
into
didn't
the
even
bear
talk
hug.
about this yet, but this is the first. Well, this is not the first match. The first one match.
The 4th blackout, and will it be
Looking
enough
at Dylan
to put
Mason.
Dyrgos away? Yes, it will be. The Dragon of UCW has been slashed down, taken down by James Black.
He is in his first victory here in UCW.
Yeah, and that is just the power of Black. The power of James Black here has been on display, but you need to take into fair that Dyrgos was able to hold on. But now the question is, when is James Black versus Dylan Mason going to happen at?
I don't know. I don't know if Mason is even in his right mind. He's pointing at him, but that's about it. Wait!
Oh!
Mason!
Now Mason going into the ring! Mason shoving it through a table! And Dylan Mason standing over the crippling body of James Black.
Well,
as
maybe
we are
he
going
finally
to go
came
up
to his senses.
to our pre-main event. Of course, we are on the campus of the new NYU student Samuel as he goes into this battle with Jiraiya.
I hope he bought
And
a
that
wrestling
match
outfit
at
this time.
Jiraiya versus Samuel is coming up next. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Campus conflicts are going to be struggled and challenged here tonight, as Jiraiya is going to go one-on-one with the one that you should call his student, Samuel, and immediately back body drops him over the top rope onto the apron. And a lot of things have happened to get onto this match, and a sunset flip immediately power bombs him right on the floor, and the student crippling in pain at.
Yeah, the student still hasn't paid for wrestling gear. I've said this to him in No Rest for the Wicked. I'm going to say it to him again. buy some damn gear.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit unprofessional. I mean, I get the fact why he's doing it in his own student campus, but I don't know. It just feels a little bit weird. It just feels a little bit weird.
It does. And I think that's something his teacher needs to, well, teach him about the values of wrestling. To just wrestle him down. Jiraiya, of course, we already talked about this, but had no rest for the wicked. Eliminated, I guess, destroyed Ian before the match even could start. So he could take Ian's place. And then, gave a little lesson to Samuel.
Yeah, I think you can say that.
In a multiple man match. Don't trust anyone when there's more than just, when you're not in a tag team.
Yeah, but you should be expecting that from your student, to know that. You should have taught him that. I mean, Jiraiya taught a couple of things to Samuel, but most things Jiraiya tries to talk to him or tries to tell him are stuff like, oh well, why don't you use a razor in your match and cut up your opponent?
Not everyone is Nemo. Not everybody owns a razor.
That is what Jiraiya tried to do when Samuel had a match on Outbreak a couple of weeks ago. That's not the kind of help you want, right?
No. I don't want someone's razor to cut up my opponent. No, I don't want that.
Standing dropkick avoided by Samuel. Very nicely done here. And this is going to be a test to see if the student can already surpass the mentor or the master here in this, maybe a little bit. And the emo of UCW, who hasn't been here long yet since his return. Now an uppercut right to the throat area of Samuel, and that is just a little bit what you see, and it's what you get. And Jiraiya just taunting Samuel, strutting right across him, and now Samuel taking back control. But what do you think of Jiraiya as a mentor to someone? Ed? Do you think that Jiraiya could be a good mentor?
I don't think you should consider a mentor at all. I don't even think he wants to teach. It's just, I don't know, having fun, I guess. Having fun at the expense of this kid, this student that doesn't even own gear. Like, if you are the teacher for someone, you at least, give him some gear that is inspired by your school. It doesn't seem that Jiraiya is doing any of that. It's just treating him like he's nothing, like it's trash. At least that's what I see. Huge.
It does feel like that, and just a couple of seconds ago there was a huge top rope leg drop. Will Jiraiya be able to squander off Samuel? No, not yet, Ed. Samuel's still able to kick out, but I don't know. I wouldn't feel safe if Jiraiya was my mentor. I don't know. It just feels weird. It doesn't fit at all. They're two opposites. They're so different. Samuel, a good-hearted school kid who just wants to do some good in the world, who next to wrestling is still studying. If it doesn't work out, you still have something to fall back to. I mean, you have your wife's modeling career, of course, but the thing is, not everyone has someone else to pay their bills at, and someone needs to do that.
What?
And Samuel knows this. So, a couple of kicks to the inside of the leg of Jiraiya. And now Samuel tries to go for the power slam, gets reversed into the reverse DDT. And Jiraiya looking to take control of his student. And now a couple of kicks to the back, and now goes with the step up in Zaguri. Very nicely done here. Don't you think so? Yeah.
Yeah, very nicely done. Moving like a cruiserweight.
Yeah. And that's just something that we have missed from Jiraiya. He's been in a jail a couple of times, and now a couple of clotheslines here by Samuel, ending it up with a dropkick.
He has indeed been in jail a couple of times, but that happens when you stalk your favorite band.
Yeah, I guess so. Something, of course, that we've all done before.
I mean, haven't you, like,
Stalked my favorite band.
yeah, your favorite band? Like something like, I don't know, the Backstreet Boys or what is it you listen to, Sonny?
That I listen to.
K3?
Have I ever
maybe?
told you that?
K3 maybe.
K3, yeah. Awesome. Awesome band, yeah.
See? I knew it. I knew it, Sonny. I knew it.
You know, I don't really see why that is important, but if you want to make a joke about it, that's fine.
No. You know, everybody likes their own stuff. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like the emo likes emo bands. You like a little feminine bands or kid
A
bands.
female
like,
singer, yeah.
No. You
I
know
like
what I
female
mean.
singers. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
No. I really don't know.
Are you getting tired? Are you tired of
No.
Jiraiya teaching
Tired of
his
you,
student?
but
Oh, sure, yeah.
you know, sitting next to you is so draining.
Yeah, because I'm so much better than you. You just have to,
That's
up
not
your
really how it
game
works.
every single
And
time.
Jiraiya is now not letting go of this match at a couple of uppercuts, and Samuel has to retreat to the outside of the ring, has to come back, and Jiraiya, immediately, and he hugs him into the belly to belly. A hugging belly to belly here by Samuel. And now Samuel tries to follow up.
That's
but
a little bit
kick
too
to
friendly
the
for
inside of
my
the leg.
taste.
Oh, thrust kick right to the midsection. And now
Pick him
Jiraiya
up.
picks him up on his shoulders into the Michinoku driver variation. Very nicely done here. Will it be enough to pick up the victory? No, Samuel kicking out at 2.
I mean,
And you can see
I have to say
Jiraiya
the
thinking
student
to
does,
himself, how
he
can I
does
put
look
this
better.
guy away?
He does look better.
Does
I mean,
he?
he is learning. You can say everything you want, but he is indeed
Samuel.
learning.
But Samuel has had a couple of great opportunities here in UCW. Lastly, challenging Stephen Bass for the television championship, and he gave Stephen a hell of a fight. Stephen, of course, coming out on top in the end, but it's not like Stephen had an easy match. Samuel proved his worth, and he is improving. And I think maybe in a way a little bit of the lessons that Jiraiya gave Samuel have been proving effective, because Samuel knows exactly what to do here with Jiraiya.
Oh, he's been paying attention. He's been paying attention. He's been watching the tapes. He has been watching closely to all the matches Jiraiya has been in, and just to learn from their mistakes, or maybe even the mistakes of Jiraiya himself.
Maybe so. Maybe he watched some old Jiraiya matches, looked for the mistakes in that. You know, because people always make mistakes, and you can exploit that mistake in the ring.
Yeah.
Now Jiraiya putting Samuel on top, taunting him a little bit. And what is Jiraiya going to do now? Arm drag from the top rope. Very nicely done. Will it be enough to slam out Samuel? No, it won't be, because he kicks out at 2.
Because he's all in his together.
Yes.
With all his best fans, of course, his fans. I guess he has a couple of fans on the campus. Like I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he does, yeah.
I mean, he seems like a little...
And now a Northern Lights suplex here. And when Jiraiya came back, I was like, oh god, this is the guy. And now a DDT. Of course, this is the one that has the only one to have ever pinned Marcus Fenix. As now Jiraiya kicks out at 1.5. And, he is pretty... going 50-50 here with Samuel. And I have to say, Samuel is impressing me here tonight, Ed.
Yeah, he's been impressing everyone here tonight. He has something to prove, and he's doing his best to prove that.
Yeah, and this is always home turf, but he went up to the well one too many times. Jiraiya, the veteran, getting his knees up, but Samuel won't give him the advantage. He won't let him have it, Ed.
No, he won't. He wants to prove that he can take his teacher down.
Yeah, and the Michinoku driver won't be enough because a rope break. He didn't pull Jiraiya back into the ring, and that could be the costly final mistake of this match, Chad. Because Jiraiya is done. No, slipping out of the power slam attempt. Jawbreaker blocked. What's Jiraiya thinking? Running bulldog, face first, driven as Samuel needs the ropes to assist him getting back up to his feet. And Jiraiya right there, and a flying back elbow strikes him down. And what will the emo of UCW do? Stepping up with the enziguri. Beautiful move. He's done it a couple of times now. And Jiraiya seems like he is done with his student. And will the student be put down by Jiraiya? There it is once again. The first time he was able to kick out. Will the second time be enough? Yes! Jiraiya puts away the student. The mentor, the master is still too much for the learner.
He really is, but that's what you get when you don't own wrestling gear. At least you can move better in that.
Yeah, I guess so a little bit, Ed, but I think we need to say a lot about the resilience.
I know.
The resilience that Samuel
really
showed right here in front of his own crowd. And now we see a close-up of the victory face of Jiraiya. And now Samuel and Jiraiya giving out his hand. And Samuel shakes it. Is this the beginning of a beautiful partnership between Jiraiya and Samuel? It seems like there is no love-lust between them. And we might see the birth of a new force in UCW.
Time for something else. We're going to shift our focus to the World Heavyweight Championship match between Dirty Sven, the name we created, by the way, versus our champion, the defending Azraël.
And that match, Ed, our main event of the evening, is coming up next.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Get to this point, Michael, and for his sake, I hope he's ready because I assure you, these opportunities don't come around very often. I do something you never could, and we will never be equal. So that it's what truly good. So that it's what truly evil.
Introducing the challenger from the Netherlands, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Lunatic. And introducing the champion from Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the
intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening. You just saw that beautiful UCW World Heavyweight Championship ad. Isn't it beautiful? Is it a beautiful
It is beautiful. Maybe I'll have it someday.
Maybe so. The miracles haven't left the earth just yet. And now Azraël immediately with Sven on his shoulder into the flapjack. And Dirty Sven here, of course, he is the Legends champion. And Azraël has been talking about the fact that he wants to beat the Legends champion so he can be a legendary world champion.
But
how does that feel in your mind? Does that compare to anything that you feel is right in the world?
I don't know. I just know one thing, and that is an impressive thing, to say the least. Both these men have a victory over Dylan Mason. Sven just had it a couple of days ago. Power struggle.
Yeah, power struggle.
So both going in strong here tonight, and Azraël, I have to say, he's been impressive as a champion. I didn't think I would ever say that. Oh, wait a minute. That is the unprettier. That is the unprettier.
That is it. That's going to be it. Azraël is going to win a record fashion. No, Sven still has more than enough energy to
kick out. This is the last stop. This is the last stop before Kingdom of Immortality. This is the only place, unless you decide to do some fucked up shit, that Azraël can still lose his main event spot.
Well, let me be the first to say that I am not going to make any more stops. Whoever comes out of this world champion will face Galkie in the main event. And, you know, Azraël wants to be that guy. And then, of course, Sven also wants to be that guy.
Of course.
And therefore, Sven with the uppercut, if Sven wins this, he's going to be a double champion.
He is going to be a double champion. He's going to be the Legends champion and the World Heavyweight champion. The legendary Legends World Champion.
That's a little bit of much of the Legends.
I know. But it has to be.
Yeah, now Azraël falls to the floor after those clubbing forearms right to the top of the chest area. And now Sven with the knee strike into his stomach is just shoved into the barricade by Azraël. And that ever since Azraël won the world title, he has been a little bit different. I think we can safely assume that he's been a little bit different, right?
Well, he has been a little bit. I think that's putting it lightly. Because he has been really damn confident and also a little bit obsessive, I could say that. And he's just so happy. He's so happy with the World Championship. But he wants to show it every single time. It just seems like this championship is the best thing that ever happened to his life.
It does feel like that a little bit, right? But also, I don't know, it feels like he is a little bit on the cocky side.
He is really cocky. That's what I'm telling. He's overconfident now. And you cannot be overconfident when a man like Dirty Sven faces you, a brutal fighter. And not someone that you can take lightly.
Yeah, because Dirty Sven has been in the event. Oh, the spear! He caught him right as he comes out of the ropes. And incredible spear. The 2 count and a kick out.
And what I've also seen from Azraël these last couple of months is just a more aggressive side. he's more of a fighter and less of the weird things in the ring thinker that he used to be. Because he also always had some questionable decisions inside a match. But it seems that is gone, and the more serious side, the more fighting side has come out, because of it.
Yeah, I feel like you're completely on the money there, Ed. It's a very nice power slam here now by Sven, and I feel like ever since winning the world title, I feel like winning the world title does something to you mentally. You reach a pedestal of something that you maybe thought that you were never going to reach. You know, maybe you were your whole life thinking like, no, I'm never gonna be world champ. That's just not for me. Let's just go home and, you know, I'm gonna do great inside UCW, but I'm never gonna reach that mountaintop what everyone is fighting for. And then
he did.
You are going to reach it, and then it can be overwhelming for someone.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think that's a little bit happening to Azraël here, because Azraël, he's a nice guy and all, and of course you can be a little bit cocky. It's not a bad thing in general.
No.
But you just don't let it control you. You don't need to let it spiral out of control.
And it seems that it almost seems like he still doesn't believe he is the world heavyweight champion. Because when you hear him talk, it's like, oh yeah, he has to say it again. He has to say it again and again and again and again. People don't forget the world heavyweight champion. They don't. You are the face of the company. Doesn't matter how ugly your face is or horrifying or... It doesn't matter. You are the face of the company when you have that title in your possession. As Dirty Sven now goes for the pin. And a one
kick out at 2.
Well, I think it was 1, but maybe it was 2. Who knows? The referee knows.
Trust in our referee, we do.
But yeah, what do you feel about this new attitude, this new way of Azraël, his perception of life, I guess?
Being pinned, it could be all over here. No, he kicks out at 2. I feel like it's a little bit... what could be expected of someone like Azraël? And now another spear right to Dirty Sven. And would it be enough to pin Dirty Sven? But he's not going for the pin here, Ed. He is not going for the pin.
No, he's not. He's going to go for the
He's going for that highlight. The highlight by Azraël. And will it be enough? No, he's in the ropes, Azraël. Come on. You're the world champion, for crying out loud.
Yeah, he should know better than this. I mean, after hitting the highlight, just drag him away from the ropes. Go for the pin then. That's how you win. But maybe that cockiness
you win by
that you were
going for the
talking
pin.
about.
Yes. And what I was trying to say about Azraël and this attitude, I feel like we've never had someone like Azraël as the world champion.
No, a complete underdog.
Drop rope elbow drop could be enough. No, it wasn't enough. Yeah, but not only a complete underdog, but also someone who has always been positive. He's never betrayed someone. He never got betrayed. Yeah, he got betrayed, but not really in UCW. It all happened outside on the indies. And
I don't know. I should call Galkie just standing there losing the tag team championships. I would call that a betrayal.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I guess we could say that. But he's never lost his faith in himself. He's never lost his faith in his beliefs. He's never had to change himself. So for someone like him to become world champion, that's unprecedented. This never happened to UCW. As he now balls over the referee and gets sent over the top rope with a back body drop and drops down right on the floor, right in front of us, Ed.
Most of our world champions always has been kind of in the position of the main event spot, or at least the upper mid-card spot. And Azraël, he just floated around, I could say the mid-card, I guess. Or the tag team division. He never really was the main event guy. No one saw him as the main event guy.
No.
And I think if you look back at our previous champions, they've all been considered main event guys.
Yeah, and I think even though a lot of people supported him, even a lot of people in the locker room supported him, but
Yeah.
and as you see someone like Dirty Sven, immediately Azraël wants more, and now the mind of Azraël is like, if I can win the world title, I can do freaking anything.
I can do anything, exactly.
Yeah, because you have beaten someone that's considered like a boss fight. Like the final boss that you have to be extremely skilled for to beat, like in video games. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
you beat him, and then the sky's the limit. Why not try to pin the legendary champion of UCW, Dirty Sven? Someone with so much history in defense.
It's
Someone
also
who's
so
in
dangerous.
multiple Hall of Fames.
It's so dangerous
And it's a
because
dangerous
this is
match,
the
and again a
last.
spear.
This is the last special event before the big pay-per-view, our biggest pay-per-view of the year.
Will there be enough? No kick out by Dirty Sven.
Yeah.
And of course it is difficult, and it is something that you maybe shouldn't do. And Azraël, he's just a little bit taunting. Not something that Azraël should be doing. Gets caught up with a back elbow. Oh, and now a back elbow by him, and Dirty Sven goes down to the floor.
Yeah, but I maybe it's also something about proving himself. Proving himself. He is the best champion there is. Proving.
Maybe so.
To the
Maybe
world
he's going to prove
that he deserves
with that super back suplex. But it also hit Azraël hard. You can see him holding his back in pain as he is going for the pin here. Will it be enough? The 2 and a kick out yet again.
I've never seen so many fans and so many wrestlers band together and say you deserve it until Azraël got the big spot and got the big win.
Yeah, and I feel like that is something that is it's incredible sight to behold as Sven now dumps Azraël to the floor.
Yeah, it is incredible. And I was one of the biggest doubters of Azraël, and you know that.
Yeah.
But he proved me wrong. But just don't go too far with that mindset. Don't go too far with it.
Yeah, you can prove them wrong once, but now it's about trying to stay on top. You don't need to prove anything more. You just have to, try to stay there. There's no bigger stage that you can get to, And I think for someone that has chased the title for so long, that has tried to climb the mountain for so long, trying to stay on top is something completely different, and you have to adjust yourself to that. And now Sven with the white noise right
the air raid
to
siren.
Azraël. Air raid siren, also something that your wife does from time to time. And
nice.
I know.
That's true.
And now Dirty Sven is looking to become the new world champion of UCW. Folds him up, but Azraël is able to, and now it's spinning back fist. He was able to reverse that. And now, what is Azraël going to do? Well, we're going to see it. He turns around. The highlight right on the face.
This time away from the ropes.
Away from the ropes, hooking the inner leg. Very smart. The 2 count and the 3, and Azraël defeats the legendary champion of UCW and retains his world title.
That he does indeed, and that means, ladies and gentlemen, it is set. The main event, Kingdom of Immortality, the second edition, is going to be Azraël, the reigning, defending champion, against his former friend.
Against
the
his
winner
former friend
of the Rumble.
The winner of the Rumble, indeed.
Galkie.
There you see Sven still out from that highlight. The referee coming to present Azraël with the belt. Still having those tattoos, remembering of the sweet, beautiful Sunshine's time in UCW, guys. And there it is. The world champion of UCW is, of course, Azraël Victor. Azraël, the world champion. And he is going to go to Kingdom of Immortality 2. We thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you at Kingdom of Immortality 2. Thank you, Ed, for being here once again. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you with your promos.